Alexis Thrower here in Eugene on the corner of Willa-Kinsey Road and Coburg Road. Right across the way in front of this Dutch Bros is where 20-year-old Chandler Cole was hit by a white SUV after getting the clearance to walk in the crosswalk. Although Cole was able to walk away with minor scratches, he was concerned about a condition he has, which is called pectus excavatum, in which he has an indentation in his sternum. The suspect is currently being investigated by the police, and we will be sure to keep you updated on the information as it develops on our website and on air, NBC16.com. Alexis Thrower reporting downtown Eugene for the Eugene City Council meeting. And while there are a long list of items on the agenda, the primary one that brings many folks together is the issue of homelessness and the crimes associated with them affecting local businesses, some of which include vandalism to the properties of such establishments, drug use, and even violent acts against business owners. Here's what some of the business owners had to say. Although most assaults you practice if they're strangers, about 80% of attacks happen by those we do know.
Shrimp, bone, rock.
So when you were there and taking part in that class, what was your takeaway from that?
I actually learned that it's so much more than just a physical movement that you're trying to do when you are trying to protect yourself. You really have to mentally prepare yourself for those what ifs, and it comes with going consistently in order to be prepared if something like that is to happen to you. But one thing that I can honestly say is that I am honored to have been able to share Jenny's story.
Yeah, it was incredible that she was able to share her story with
Absolutely.
you. So,
Thank you. Oh, and we're downtown Eugene at the Hilton for the 6th annual Eugene Salsa Festival, where they're bringing us a collective of live performances, music, and dancing. So let's take a look inside and see what all the sound is all about. And we're currently here for the Take Back the Night rally and march, in which individuals of the community are coming together to raise awareness about sexual assault and domestic violence. Just behind these doors, individuals will be sharing their stories and experiences of domestic violence on an open mic platform in order to help the next person. I'm here for the 50th annual Vintage Car Show that's been held here at Valley River Center every single year. And might I say, this is not just an event for dads or even recent grads. It truly is an event for everyone in the entire family. I know in the little bit of time that I've been here, I have truly learned so much. I'm even joined with the owner of this beauty, and let me get it correct, it's the 1965 Sunbeam, and the owner is here. This is Gary Haslip. How are you doing, Gary?
I am well.
All right, now go ahead and tell me a little bit about your car. Let's look at the tires first.
Okay, now this car is a 1965 Sunbeam Tiger that was only produced for about 3 years in the mid-60s. It is totally stock condition. I bought it about 3.5 years ago and finished the restoration about a year ago.
And what about this? This 260, what does that mean?
It's a V8 powered English sports car with a Ford engine, and they can go fast.
And I know this has got to be expensive, so how often are you spending money to maintain this vehicle?
Well, actually, once it was done, I haven't had to spend anything on it. It's just happy. Polish and clean.
Oh, the polish is beautiful.
Sure, you have to keep it nice.
Well, that's just one of the vehicles here at the Vintage Car Show, so be sure to come and check it out. You can even come tonight. It's going on until 9 p.m. and all through the weekend. Since I was a grad student in 2019, I sat down and spoke with Tom to see if I would personally qualify for the tax change. Surely enough, I got an additional $351, and I can expect even more when I amend my 2018 tax return. After spending quite some time here on the Queen Mary at the Winston Churchill's exhibit, Their Finest Hours, we're actually in a replica of what one of the bedrooms would have looked like that Winston Churchill himself stayed in. Now, I did learn a fun fact about Winston Churchill, one of which was that he couldn't really decide where he wanted to stay whenever he did come to rooms such as this, so he often found himself using these rooms as his office space. If you have seen the film, you know exactly what this room is all about. This is the map room, and if you pan over here, you will see the original phones from the era. These are not toys whatsoever, original artifacts, and this is just one room in the many rooms that you can take a look at here at the Winston Churchill's exhibit, Their Finest Hour, here on the Queen Mary. Make sure you come by so you can take a look for yourself.